Tonight, Veal Osso Bucco. Great old world Italian dish. We're gonna love it. Real simple to make. Let's get started. This is the veal. Look how pretty that is. These are veal shanks. This is the osso, which is the bone. It has a real nice bone marrow. We're gonna slow cook this real slow. It's gonna get real tender. It could fall apart. So we're gonna start by just tying. I already did these two. I'm gonna do this one real quick. Show you how to tie it. So a little slip knot. Okay. And just, so when I go to plate this up, it won't fall apart and it'll be perfect. Okay, there's all the ingredients right here. Salt, pepper, flour, white wine. I'm using plum tomatoes. The idea of this is a vegetable-based sauce, almost like a stew, okay? We're gonna dredge these. We're gonna hit them with a little bit of salt and pepper. Okay, bang with some pepper. Ingredients: tomatoes, mushrooms, garlic, onion, white wine, flour. Let's do these real quick. You just want to dredge them in flour because we're going to sear them to hold all the natural juices in. Okay? This will lock it in. I got olive oil in here. I'm going to do everything in here. Make it real easy for you. You don't have to dirty up all kinds of stuff. Okay? This is already kind of hot. Stick that in there like that. Knock off some of this flour. All right. So let's cook these off. 4 minutes on each side. Sear them real good. Then we'll take them out. We'll cook off our onion and garlic. We'll deglaze the pan with the wine. We'll add our tomatoes. We'll let this thing cook. It's going to just, all this recipe calls for is time. 2.5 hours. And that's what you invest is time. See? All right, while that's cooking, we're going to just chop up our onion real quick, get that ready. All right? Just a rough chop is all you need on this. These are baby Bella mushrooms, right? I'm going to put them in later, but I don't want to slice them. I want them to have a little bit of depth, see? So I'm just going to basically quarter them. All right, and they're going to go in probably about a half hour before the actual recipe's done, because I want them to keep their body. All right, these guys here are ready to be flipped. I want you to check them out. See how they're seared nice? Okay, we don't want to burn I don't want to burn the remnants in the pot because that's all flavor that is going to add to this incredible meal. Okay. How you like them? They are beautiful, man. Check that out. That's it. We'll let them cook for 4 more minutes. And then we'll be ready to add all our rest of our ingredients. Okay, these guys are looking good. Check it out. See? See how nice they are? I'm going to pull them out. Now we're going to cook off our onions. Some people use beef stock, chicken stock. I don't use any stocks. I want the flavor of the veal and the bone marrow to come out of this dish. But the veal is the star of the dish, as you see. These are pretty good. Now I'm going to throw in my garlic. This amount of garlic. We love garlic here. Let that cook for a minute or two, and then we're gonna put the wine in there. Let that cook for a little bit, then we'll put our veal back in, we'll put our tomatoes in there, and we'll just let this thing simmer. We'll bring it up to simmer, and we'll wash it for a couple hours and let it cook real slow. And at the very end, we'll add the mushrooms. I got a glass of Moscato wine. We'll pour that in here. I'm gonna let that cook a little bit. All right, the wine is ready. I've finished cooking off this veal. I like my stuff a little spicy, so I'm gonna put some red crushed pepper flake in here. That's the way I like it. You can do whatever you prefer. Okay. Here's the veal. Stick it in there like that. Remember, these are raw. Tomato packed in the puree. So I'm going to break them up because I like them. You can use a diced tomato if you want to. It's not a problem. All right. I like the body of them. Just break it. They'll break down more because it's going to cook for a couple hours. All right. Season it up, a little salt and pepper. Okay. And they're going to cook in there, slow cook. Now every now and then I'm going to check it. Obviously, I'm going to stay on top of it every 15-20 minutes. If I need a little bit of moisture, I'll add a little bit of water in it and let it cook down again. But at the very end, I'm not going to put any water. I want it to cook down. Okay, I put some crushed pepper in with the garlic and oil. Now I'm going to eyeball this because I've been doing this. This is probably about 2 tablespoons. Okay. All right. Just crack some pepper in there. Don't go crazy. Just give it some. And when you're cooking this, you want to slow cook it, and you don't want to put a lid on it. Okay. You just want to keep it like this. See how it's coming? Just like that. Nice and open. In about a half hour, 45 minutes, I'm going to flip them over because these are big shanks. They're beautiful. The veal's been cooking for about 45 minutes. It's starting to suck up and dry up all this, the wine and the puree. Okay, I'm going to flip them, right? Because I don't want to burn them. All right. And then I'm going to add some water to it. Okay. And I'm going to check them in another half hour. I have it on medium to low heat. See? Medium to low heat. I just wanted to cook like that for another hour or so, real slow. And we'll come back, we'll watch it. It's just a game of patience. Okay? So this has been cooking for over an hour and a half to 2 hours. See how it's coming down? See how nice that looks? I'm going to plate this up in about 15 minutes. It's pretty much done now. Okay, now it's time to drop the mushrooms in. They only have to be in there for a few minutes. Okay, see how nice that looks? And they'll sweat out, and then we're going to plate it up real nice. Here we go. Veal, Osso, Bucco. Look how nice that is. Huh? Look at that beautiful Osso. That means bone in Italian. Osso. Okay. Nice mushrooms here. All right. And then you want to take this string off. Okay. Get a little bit of this. So when you make, usually in Italy, they serve it with polenta. I chose to go with the risotto. I made a nice veggie risotto. So here we have it. Veal Osso Bucco. Bon appetit, a salute, and grazie tanto.
Just a jack